Hey everyone, Gary from Echidna Sewing, and today we're going to take a look at the Echidna Heat Press. Before we dig into this product, there's something very important we want to talk about, and that is the Australian Standard Certification and just what that actually means. So I'm going to explain what the regulatory compliance mark means when we're talking about a product like a heat press. Now, when you're working with high heat, like a craft press, safety matters. That's why we're proud to say that the Echidna Heat Press is fully certified for use in Australia and carries the RCM label. The RCM, the regulatory compliance mark, is your assurance that this product meets Australian electrical safety and EMC standards. It's not just a tick box, it means the press has been properly tested and approved for safe use in Australian homes. Now, of course, using a non-compliant heat press, or any electrical product for that matter, that has been purchased from an overseas supplier does pose some real risks. When you do that, you actually become the importer of the product, and it's your responsibility to make sure it complies with Australian standards and in particular the RCM requirements. And if it's not certified for the Australian standards, then, in the unfortunate situation where that item may potentially cause electrical shock or potentially even a fire, you would have possibly some issues with your insurance company. So insurance companies do look for that certification. So you need to be aware that you are responsible for that if you're importing from overseas. Now, when you're buying from local suppliers, of course, who go through the process like we have with this product here, and it is compliant and it does carry the appropriate certifications, you don't need to worry about it. So safety and the performance and all the things that go with a certified product is something that you should be looking for, and you need to see the RCM label or the mark on the product that you're about to purchase. Okay, with that said, now let's take a look at the product itself. Now, this is an A4 size platen on the Echidna Heat Press, which is a really nice compact size, great for any craft room. Doesn't have a massive footprint, so that makes it quite good if you're a little bit limited on space. As we take a look at the product here, you see we've got an LCD screen on the front here. I'll go through a few other important points. We've got a pressure adjustment, so this is changes the amount of pressure that you can apply to whatever it is that you're pressing. I will tip the handle up and you'll see that it comes with the heat-proof silicone rubber pressing mat that's standard there, and good all-steel construction too. So it's not the lightest thing in the world, but it's not going to move around on the table for you as well. Great feature though is that it's got the slide-out platen or drawer there. Now that means that when you're putting your article down to be pressed, you're not working underneath the heat plate, and that means that you're not likely to burn your hands. So that's a great feature, and you just slide that back in. And that drawer is on proper bearing slides or roller bearing slides, so it's really sturdy. Put this back down again, and we'll switch the unit on just quickly. And on here you'll see an LCD screen, as I mentioned. We can set the temperature and the heat settings here, and the temperature, same thing, temperature settings, and of course the timer. So it actually has an audible timer that will tell you when to release the press. Pop that up. It had a 15-second timer on there, but it's very easy to set and very easy to change. And great feature about this too, you do have an instruction book, and that will tell you everything you need to know in there on how to operate the press. So just to show you how easy this product is to use, I'm going to do a dye sublimation print onto a coaster, which is really readily available, nice and easy to do. And all I've got to do now, I take my print, I take my coaster, and I'm just going to position that over the top of the printed area that I want to print to. And I'm going to take this tape that is a heat-proof tape, and that's just going to hold it all on for me. I'll just pop that down. Hopefully the camera is going to get this. I don't have to be super critical as long as I've got the coaster completely covered by the print area, which it is. Put a bit over this side. And you get away with two pieces. I'm just going to be a little bit more pedantic here and put some more on. And there we go. So I've now got that positioned well. I put a couple of pieces of plain paper on the top of the press there. That's so any excess ink doesn't bleed onto my mat and it bleeds onto the paper. So now that I've got that in place, I'm just going to take my coaster, which is sitting exactly where I need it to, pop that down on the press like so. Now I've already preset my my pressure down on the amount of pressure that goes down on the pressing mat, and all I've got to do is pop that in. I will also set my temperature to 200 degrees Celsius, and for this particular application it's 200 degrees and 60-second timer, which I've already set there. So now all that's left to do is I'll pop the heat-proof sheet there like that, and I can now just simply engage my press, push it down, and the timer now takes over. Wait for it to get to the 60 seconds. Now I will point out, when you do this sort of thing and you take that out, that coaster will be hot, so it's a good idea to have some gloves or something to pick that coaster up with. So there we go, we've got 5 seconds left to go. This will beep now when it gets to the end of the timer. There it is. All we've got to do is now lift the press. We can remove the pressing sheet there, and it is just a case of now taking this off. As I said, it will be hot, so I'm just going to pick up the tape there and peel that back, lift the tape here, and there we go. Wow, look at that. It's a little bit hot still, but that is incredible. The color vibrancy is beautiful, and you need a good heat press to create that effect, to get those great results, and this heat press will do the job for you. You've got full temperature control, very consistent temperature, you've got a timer on there, and you've got easy adjustment for the pressure, and they're the three things you have to get right when you're using a heat press, and if you do that, you'll just get great, stunning results each time. Now, what you might use this press for, if you have a sublimation printer or you're into doing heat set vinyls, this is perfect. So a few examples here. I've got some fabric that we've sublimated to. It does a great job for that. This is vinyl, so your heat transfer vinyl. We've got some other things that we've done sublimation on. Ceramic tiles, like that is actually a tile. Here's another one. So you can use this product on the heat press on such a wide variety of applications. We've got coasters, we've got textured, this is another sublimation print here, this is a textured placemat. We've got more vinyl here on this cushion. So, but even down to just quickly pressing your, if you're a quilter, pressing quilt blocks and things like that, this is a great product to have in your craft room. But the big thing for me is all this new sublimation, dye sublimation printing, which is just outstanding. You really have to have a press, and this is an incredible option to consider. Again, it's all Australian certified, it is safe, it's approved for the Australian market, and I can't stress that enough. You need to make sure that whatever press you buy, it is. It does sort of have that certification. It's very important. Other than that, it's just a great piece of product. It's very well made, and it is available. And yeah, so if you have any questions or would like to know more about this, please get in touch with us. Give us a call, contact us whichever way you like, and we'll be able to answer those questions for you. So cheers for now.